Hello, and welcome back to The Daily Grind, your podcast for navigating the modern workplace with confidence and ease. I'm your host, Sarah Davies, and today we're tackling a topic that might sound deceptively simple, but is absolutely fundamental. English at work, easy office conversations. And joining me today, as always, is our resident communication expert, Mark Jensen.
Thanks, Sarah. It's great to be here. And I agree, this topic is far more important than it might appear on the surface. When we talk about easy office conversations, people might think, oh, that's just small talk. But it's so much more, isn't it?
Absolutely, Mark. It's the grease that keeps the office machinery running smoothly. It's the good mornings, the how was your weekend, the could you lend me a pen, or would you mind quickly checking this email? These seemingly minor interactions are the building blocks of rapport, trust, and a positive work environment. And to add another voice to this crucial discussion, we also have Chloe Miller joining us, an expert in cross-cultural communication. Thanks for having me, Sarah and Mark. I'm really looking forward to this. From my perspective, easy office conversations are the gateway to more complex interactions. If you can't comfortably navigate the simple stuff, the bigger discussions can become really intimidating. For many, especially non-native English speakers, these easy conversations can actually be the hardest part of their day. That's a fantastic point, Chloe. Let's delve into that. Mark, from your experience, what makes these seemingly easy conversations so challenging for some people in a professional setting?
Well, Sarah, there are a few common culprits. Firstly, there's the fear of making a mistake. No one wants to sound unprofessional or, even worse, misunderstood. Then there's the sheer speed at which native speakers often converse. It can feel like a blur, making it hard to process, formulate a response, and then speak it out loud in real time. Also, idioms and colloquialisms are everywhere in casual English, and they can be incredibly confusing.
I see that all the time. People know the grammar. They can write perfectly. But when it comes to a quick chat by the water cooler, they freeze. Chloe, you mentioned cultural differences. How does that play into the difficulty of easy office conversations? It's a huge factor. What's considered polite or appropriate for small talk can vary wildly. For instance, in some cultures, asking about family might be standard, whereas in others, it's considered too personal for a workplace. The level of directness also differs. A direct "no, I can't" might be perfectly acceptable in one culture, but seen as rude in another, where a more indirect "I'd love to, but I'm swamped right now" would be preferred. Navigating these unwritten rules on top of language barriers is incredibly taxing. That's so true. It's not just about the words, it's about the social context. So let's turn this into actionable advice. For our listeners who might be struggling, what are some key phrases and strategies they can adopt to make these easy office conversations genuinely easier and more confident?
I'd say start with the absolute basics. Master your greetings and departures. Instead of just a quick hi, try good morning, how are you today? Or how was your commute? When leaving, a simple have a good evening or see you tomorrow goes a long way. These are low-risk, high-reward phrases that establish your presence and politeness.
And for small talk, don't feel pressured to have a profound conversation. It's about connecting, not deep diving. Safe topics include the weather, always a classic, or how was your weekend, or any fun plans for the evening. If someone asks you, a short, positive answer followed by returning the question works wonders. It was great. Thanks. Just relaxed a bit. How about yours? Excellent advice. And what about when you need to ask for something, Mark? Making a simple request, whether it's for a document or a quick favor.
Politeness is paramount here. Instead of give me that report, use could you possibly send me that report when you have a moment? Or would you mind if I borrowed your stapler quickly? Adding please and thank you at the beginning or end of your sentences softens the request and shows respect. Phrases like, I was wondering if you could, are also very useful for indirectness and politeness.
And on the flip side, offering help can also be a simple conversation starter and a great way to build team spirit. Instead of just watching someone struggle, "Can I give you a hand with that?" or "Let me know if you need anything," makes a big difference. It's an easy way to engage. That's fantastic. What about those moments when you just don't understand something? When the office jargon flies over your head or someone speaks too quickly? It can be embarrassing to admit you didn't catch something.
It's actually more professional to ask for clarification than to pretend you understood and then make a mistake. Simple phrases like, "Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat it?" Or, "Would you mind rephrasing that?" Or even, "Could you explain what X means?" are perfectly acceptable. Most people appreciate you ensuring you're on the same page.
Absolutely, Mark. And a quick tip, you don't always need perfect grammar. Focus on clarity. It's better to say, "Me go meeting now," and be understood than to try a complex sentence structure, stumble, and confuse everyone. As you gain confidence, the grammar will naturally improve. Also, observe your colleagues. How do they interact? What phrases do they use? Mimicry is a powerful learning tool.
That's a brilliant point, Chloe. Observation is key. And also active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Really listen to what the other person is saying, their tone, their body language. It helps you understand the context and formulate a more appropriate response. Indeed. And building on that, think of these easy conversations as practice rounds. The more you do them, the more natural they become. It's like building muscle memory for your tongue and your brain. Don't beat yourself up over mistakes. Everyone makes them. Focus on the effort and the improvement.
Exactly. Start small. Say good morning to one new person each day. Offer to get coffee for a colleague. Ask one simple question in a meeting. These small victories accumulate and build significant confidence over time.
This has been such a practical and insightful discussion. To sum up, Mark, what would you say is the absolute core takeaway for our listeners today? I'd say it's about recognizing the power of these seemingly small interactions. They're not just easy filler. They're the bedrock of professional relationships and a smooth workflow. Don't underestimate their importance, and don't be afraid to engage.
And Chloe, what's your final piece of encouragement for anyone feeling a bit shy about these office chats? My encouragement is to remember that everyone starts somewhere. Focus on clarity, use polite phrases, and embrace making a few mistakes along the way. Your colleagues will appreciate the effort, and your confidence will soar with every simple conversation you successfully navigate. It's all about practice, practice, practice.
Fantastic insights from both of you. So remember, listeners, those easy office conversations are your everyday superheroes for building rapport, fostering teamwork, and boosting your overall confidence in an English-speaking workplace. Don't shy away from them. Embrace them as opportunities to grow. That's right, Sarah. Start using those simple greetings and requests today, and you'll notice a difference.
And you might even find you enjoy them.
Indeed. Thank you, Mark Jensen and Chloe Miller, for joining me today on The Daily Grind. And thank you, our listeners, for tuning in. We'll be back next time with more tips and tricks for your professional journey. Until then, keep grinding.